Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Great League Remix, showcasing another very powerful team featuring Hypno. Hypno was quite strong when I ran it on this team yesterday. It handled the Toxapexes quite well in the Retro Cup. And also on this team, we've got Cresselia on the Safe Swap. Cresselia is an excellent Safe Swap option. Having Legacy Grass Knot really handles those Mud Boys quite well as covering Dark types. And also on this team, Alolan Sandslash on the lead to protect our two Psychic types from the Ghost types, as well as the Steel types that may be lurking in the Great League Remix. In light of the current event going on this weekend, Drowsies are out and about, so if you don't have a Hypno, now's a good time to get one. But we had an excellent lead coming in the form of Drifblim. They safe swap a Quagsire, and let me tell you guys, Cresselia with Legacy Grass Knot absolutely loves these Mud Boy safe swaps. It is a thing of beauty. That is why Cresselia is so strong in this meta, because the Mud Boys are very strong to combat Carbink, as well as the Steel type counters for Carbink. So Cresselia absolutely thrives in this meta. Going for the Grass Knot, they let it go, cutting the losses, and it's not a Shadow, so it doesn't quite KO. But it gives you, generally gives you a couple of extra Psycho Cuts out of the deal, which is always a good thing. They, of course, come back in with their Ghost-type Drifblim, and we are going to rip off these Moonblasts and really look to get this Drifblim low or grab shields. It looks like they're committing to a farm down, and this is a very aggressive farm down. That is way too much health, and they're taking way too much damage, but they likely recognize that they had a bad matchup up against our Sandslash, so they maybe wanted to get a little low. Gonna head fake them, come in with our Hypno. It would have fallen to a confusion, and we got ahead on energy. And for these first few battles, we were running Thunder Punch. They top left. It was not trending in the right direction. That's going to be a good game. Well played. This was a powerful team in the Great League Remix. I had a lot of success with it for reasons like this. We got a Toxapex lead. You'll love to see it if you're running Alolan Sandslash. The best Steel type in the meta, in my humble opinion. This thing is so clutch, especially on the lead here. Going for a drill run, they may very well be core broken by an Alolan Sandslash. The fact that they would stay in on such a terrible matchup, gonna let the brine go. And we did throw on the CMP tie. This time we're going to throw just shy of their second brine, expecting them to perhaps try and catch our drill run. We didn't want to allow that to happen. We're saying bye-bye to the Toxapex, and yeah, they just fully sacked their Toxapex. Holy smokes. And they've got yet another Quagsire in the back. This is amazing. They bank some energy and make a play into a Cresselia of their own, and we are way ahead on energy. They tried catching a Grass Knot, not going to happen. Going for the Moonblast, no attack drop, that is okay. And we will not shield anything in this matchup. What we kind of want to do is kind of stall here. So we're throwing these Moonblasts just as fast as we get to them, because we want to get out of here relatively healthy enough to threaten that Quagsire, as Cresselia is our best answer on this team to a Mud Boy like Quagsire. Gonna let this go, we do survive. Another Moonblast, no problem. And again, we're stalling, we're not shielding, switch clock is up, so we're going to throw this Moonblast and then make a pivot into our Hypno here. Hypno has a pretty neutral matchup against that Quagsire, so we kind of want to draw it back out. Not going to shield anything, I don't believe, and we do still have Thunder Punch. I believe it's recommended that you run Thunder Punch, but I did not like having it. There are far too many Mud Boys in this meta to be running Thunder Punch. I went with Ice Punch. I think there's one more battle with Thunder Punch, but if you don't have the TMs, you can roll with whatever Elemental Punch you have. I do think that Shadow Ball is very much necessary. So we are just looking to overload here, and now we're going to bait with a resisted Thunder Punch. Even resisted damage at this point would be quite nice on this Quagsire. Grabbing a shield, that was beautiful. I do believe, do we shield here? No, we let it go. Yeah, we're saving the shields and gonna come in with our Cresselia. So their switch timer is just about up. Gonna expect yet another catch. Not happening, trainer. We farm down with our A-Slash. We're very close to a move here. We did get that Shadow Claw through, so that energy will register after we shield this up, and now we will look to pressure that final shield here. And you definitely want to be going Drill Run on the Mud Boys, but we just hit the move, and they let it go, yeah. They knew that we had the high ground, and it was not trending in the right direction. They do wave the white flag. Good game, well played to them. There's a lot of bulk in the back, really allowing you to shield up your Sandslash, but shields are not necessary here. That's an awful lead. This Haxorus is running counter. So we threw one to check the move and make the play into our Cresselia. They go for the breaking swipe, lowering our attack. That's okay. Gonna bait with a Grass Knot because Haxorus trainers absolutely have to shield everything. This thing is made of tissue paper. But it does make up for that with the debuffing effect of the breaking swipes. And we are resisting this fast move pressure. We survive another breaking swipe. We let that go. And gonna wait for a catch. They do try to catch onto a Hypno after getting us quite low. So we're just gonna throw this energy here on the Hypno and take advantage of the misaligned switch clocks. It's taken a little too long as per usual with the Go Battle League switch clocks. Never quite up when you need it. But we are going to save this Cresselia just in case we need to clear a debuff at some point because that Haxorus is still relatively healthy. So we do save it, pivot back into our A-Slash, taking advantage of the misaligned switch clocks. Wanted to shield up a potential Fire Punch, but it doesn't look like they're running Fire Punch. They are running Shadow Ball. Maybe Ice Punch, I would imagine. We do take it out, and they come in with a Shadow Machamp. Holy smokes, but this is great for our Hypno. This is the beauty of having Hypno lurking in the back, guys. There's a lot of fighters. The only fighter it really doesn't want to see is Scrafty in this meta. We do shield up the big Rock Slide. Shadow Rock Slide would have hurt quite a bit, even on a Pokemon as tanky as Hypno. We now have no shields. We are still rolling Thunder Punch. This is the last battle with Thunder Punch. After this set, I TM'd Ice Punch onto it, but they don't know that. We're baiting, and they have to shield that squishy Haxorus. You'll love to see it. We do tank another breaking swipe, and it's getting a little sweaty here. We have to farm down and leave this with a move for that Machamp. And that's the beauty of Hypno and Cresselia. You resist that fast move pressure. Gonna make a high level play, allow them to take out that Cresselia, clearing the debuff. I really honestly did not know if a double debuff Shadow Ball would KO, but it does. We say bye-bye to the Machamp. Holy smokes. Had to ensure the KO there. Yeah, we got it done. Good game, well played to them. Oh man, Hypno was so nice in the back for those fighters that are often lurking. And here we go, picking up a Ferrothorn. That's a good lead, not bad. And they make a play into a Whiscash. So again, the beauty of having Cresselia in the back, guys. People love safe swapping these Mud Boys. I don't know. Maybe they're sleeping on Cresselia. I don't know. But there are not very many grass types in the meta, to be fair. They do let that massive Grass Knot through. Doesn't KO, as Whiscash is quite tanky. And we are tanky as well. We let that Blizzard go because we don't want to leave this matchup healthy. I would have actually preferred if they threw another move on us. We're too healthy for this Ferrothorn because our energy is hard-walled by this unique grass steel typing here. But it does slowly but surely chip away. And we do have a chance to get a potential attack drop with these Moonblasts. So it's not all that bad. We're getting this thing down to about 50% health, forcing them to throw. You absolutely love to see it. This Power Whip should just about KO, not quite, but a Bullet Seed does the trick for them, and that is okay. Gonna come in with our A-Slash, and they are absolutely loaded. Something big is coming our way. Gonna shield this up. The shielding priority does definitely go to Alolan Sandslash, and they've got another Mud Boy. It was double Mud Boys, and this time we've got the Ice Punch. We can at least hit these Mud Boys for neutral damage with these Ice Punches rather than the resisted Thunder Punch. Also comes in handy for the Flyers as well. So I think Ice Punch is the way to go in this meta. They're going to go for the Stone Edge. That is the more energy efficient move. Even though it doesn't have stab, Stone Edge is a very, very good move. This is just a Mud Bomb. We tank this, no problem. We've got loaded energy on our very healthy A-Slash. So we're going to save the shield and look to get off this Ice Punch here onto this Quagsire, grabbing the final shield. That was beautiful. Going to go for the overkill Drill Run here. Really happy they didn't catch, but even if they did, it would have been fine. We still had a shield, and yeah, they do. Top left, it was not going to happen for that poor Ferrothorn. Good game, well played to them. Hypno proved to be a solid pick for this Remix Cup, and here we go. Lurantis, very tricky lead, because obviously they can one-shot us with a superpower. Not messing around, not playing the bait game with this Lurantis here. Gonna go right into Cresselia, and we draw out a Toxapex. Lurantis actually has a decent matchup against Cresselia, which is why it's very tricky for this team. So they have quite a bit of energy, but they did allow us to get the energy lead on this Toxapex. And what that means is that we're either going to threaten the flip switch or grab a shield advantage in this matchup. So let's see what they give us here. We're not shielding anything. We will look to play out the zeros because we know with this much of an energy lead, we can take out this Toxapex or force a shield here. They do go for the Sludge Wave. We tank that like a champ, no problem. And we are going to make it to this Grass Knot. They've got a decision to make. Do they want to shield? They've got a Lurantis. Lurantis usually needs shield to perform at its best, but no, they do shield. They want to keep the alignment, and we will allow them to do that. Gonna let this go. And we know that Lurantis has a move, so we're just gonna come in with Hypno, reveal the third. Confusion down that Toxapex and have them bring that Lurantis back. But no, they've got another poison water type coming in the form of Tentacruel. Very cool team. Very, very interesting team here. So this is great for Hypno. This is, again, not only does Hypno come in clutch for the fighters that are often lurking in the back, it also helps out with those poison types in the meta as well. Hypno, very underrated in this meta. So they chip us with a Scald. Gonna go for this Ice Punch here. This is where Ice Punch really comes in clutch here. And they let that go. Holy smokes, that was a gutsy call by them. But we know that they are absolutely loaded. We did not want to get farmed down with the super effective Fury Cutters. And we do shield. Just in case they wanted to YOLO a superpower, I'm thinking this absolutely has to be the superpower this time. But no, it's another bait. They double baited us. Holy smokes. I could not believe it doesn't matter. They're going down. Get out of here, Lurantis. See you later. See you later, Tentacruel. It's over. Hypno sweeps the game with confusion damage. You love to see it. Good game. Well played to them. Oh, I was having a blast with this team. Had a lot of success with it as well. For reasons like this, you pick up nice leads with Alolan Sandslash. Had a Steelix on the lead. That's about as good of a lead as you can get. And this is about as good of a save switch that you can get. Holy smokes, they are thoroughly core broken by Alolan Sandslash on the lead. You love to see it. But that is a bulky steel type, and A-Slash is our best answer to something like a Steelix, so we're going to pivot into Hypno. We do have the Ghost coverage on our Hypno here, so this is a decent alignment, as it definitely doesn't want to deal with a Steelix running Confusion. Steelix also has access to Crunch, which can hit us for super effective, so we go for the Shadow Ball here. I wasn't quite sure that the Ice Punch would KO, and I want to get a clean KO here. We do get that, of course. They let that go. That is beautiful. Cresselia is out of the way. And now we're going to look to get to another Shadow Ball here for this Steelix. Shadow Ball, of course, going to do more raw damage overall on the very tanky Steelix. They are letting all this damage go. They know that we have an A-Slash, so that's likely why. Saving those shields for a Toxicroak. So this is interesting here. And holy smokes, guys. We've got them to about 50% health with just Psycho Cuts alone. That is insane. I'm seeing how much these Psycho Cuts are doing. We're baiting this squishy Toxicroak here. And almost assuredly getting a shield here. There's no way. They let that go. Holy smokes. What a mad lad. That was their win. They needed to hold on to that Toxicroak. I don't know what they're doing. But no shielding that was not a very smart move because that lost them the game. This is not going to happen for them. They can go for whatever they want on this Cresselia. We're saving a shield for our A-Slash to bring this home here for us. We will make it to another neutral Grass Knot in the process. And if they want to win this game at all, they will shield, but it's not going to happen. They needed to hold on to that Toxicroak, but it was rough for them either way, I think. I don't know why they let that go. Maybe underestimating the power of Cresselia, I would presume. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're going for this. Drill Run saying bye-bye to the Steelix. My goodness. I'm telling you, this team puts in the work. It's a very strong team. Good game. Well played to our opponent. Oh, man, this back line's so bulky. The team just works, guys, for reasons like this. Yet again, picking up a juicy Cresselia lead. This is why we lead A/. Excuse me. This is about as good of a lead as you could absolutely hope for, guys. If you play Sandslash in the Ultra League, you will know how dominant this matchup is. It doesn't get much better. It literally does not. But we will shield because they're staying in on this awful lead. This is terrible for them. That means that they're core broken by A/. So whenever they do that, I like to preserve health. And that's the shields are for A/ anyways, so not a big deal. I don't look to go for the Ice Punch. That's more than enough to say bye-bye to the Cresselia. They just sack it on the lead. Brilliant. And they've got a double in the back. So I'm not sure what else they could have in the back. Maybe a ghost type? I don't know. That wouldn't make too much sense. I don't know. But we do pivot into Cresselia. Whenever you win lead with an ABB-style team, guys, you want to be swapping out even when you win lead. That's how you play ABB. And they're staying in to throw this payback here. And that's fine. They are still holding on to 2 shields. And this is just a body slam. We live this. We let this go. We're saving that last shield. They are core broken. I'm reading that they're core broken by A/. There's no reason to just fully sack your Cresselia on the lead like that. Gonna go for the Moonblast. Grabbing a shield from the double. And there it is. That's what was hiding from A/. They were AABA weak to in Alolan Sandslash. So gonna go for this Ice Punch, of course, on this flying type Golbat. Not a Shadow, but we are, which means that we are doing more damage. And their damage is quite laughable, unless it's a Shadow Ball. But we've got Hypno for this thing as well. We don't need to shield this. We call that, and it's the resisted Poison Fang. Making all the right calls here, and this is just another Poison Fang. Not gonna cut it here from this trainer, unfortunately. Yeah, it's rough. I think they're trying their best. It's just hard when you run a team like that weak to A/, and that doesn't quite KO because it's not a Shadow, but that's okay. And yeah, they top left. It was over. They did not have any shields for their double. Good game, well played to them. Oh, this team was putting in a lot of work, but not with a lead like this. Holy smokes, we are core broken by Scrafty. We go right into our best answer, coming in the form of Cresselia. And they bank some energy, and they meet us with a Toxapex. So we draw this out. And we're just going to look to play out the zeros here, I believe. So that Scrafty had me... it was giving me fits. In this battle, I was thinking, holy smokes, how am I going to deal with that Scrafty? Because, yes, it is a fighter, but it's also a dark type. And for those of you who might be new to Pokemon or Pokemon Go Battle League, the dark typing double resists psychic type damage. So they still single resist our Confusion Fast Move Pressure from Hypno. And speaking of which, we pivot into that to save our Cresselia. And we're likely going to draw back out the Scrafty. That's what I'm hoping for. So that Toxapex put in a lot more work on our Cresselia than I had wanted. Gonna let this go. It's just a power-up punch. We knew that. And now all we can do is go for these Ice Punches. That's the only thing that can hit the Scrafty for neutral damage here. So we're trying our best. A Scrafty lead is brutal, but we are up to the task, my friends. We called that, so we're going to shield this. We've got to get more damage in on this Scrafty. Our A/ can do nothing to that Scrafty. It'll go down to probably 5 to 7 counters quite easily. And we're Shadow, so probably 6 or so. Gonna pivot back into Cresselia, put the pressure on this Scrafty. They do throw some energy, so that is good. We do have that going for us. Just a resisted power puncher giving us a shot here. Going for this Grass Knot. We need whatever damage we can get on this Scrafty, or grabbing a shield would be nice as well. Shields are now down. The Scrafty is trying its best. I'm wondering what's in the back now at this point. Gonna shield this. We have to shield this. Foul play. Gotta get some more chip damage in on the Scrafty here. We make it to the Ice Punch. That is brilliant. Very good for us. And we're going to fire this off. Gets them relatively low, and these resisted confusions with Stab are adding up. We got rid of the Scrafty. Oh my goodness, what a sigh of relief. And we see a Golbat here. Oh man, that was such a huge sigh of relief. That, guys, I forgot about the Toxapex. I thought this thing was gone. I was just so in shambles from that Scrafty and stressed out of my mind that we threw the game, guys. This was winnable. We had this in the bag. All we had to do, because the Shadow Ball doesn't KO, as we can see here. We just had to hold on, let the Shadow Ball go. That Toxapex was not farming us down, and we would have had the Ice Punch for the Shadow Golbat. And I could not believe at the time that they actually made it to a Poison Fang at the time as well. Oh, man, we threw that one. We tried so hard, employed such an insane effort against that Scrafty that we lost sight of the game, forgot about that Toxapex, and it came back to bite us. My goodness, what a heartbreaking loss. We tried so hard. But it is what it is. That's just a lesson for you guys watching. Just stay present in the moment, keep your head in the game, and play to your win cons. But it is what it is. Not a big deal. You can't win them all. Had no business winning that one, to be honest. Anyways, yeah, that's the team. Again, as you can see, Scrafty lead is not a complete loss. It is doable. It takes an insane valiant effort, as we employed in that last one, but I did want to show you guys that Scrafty's not impossible. Just don't throw the game like I did and you'll do just fine. But yeah, that's the team. The two bulky Psychics protect our A-Slash from the fighters, first and foremost, as well as having play up against the Mud Boys. That freeing up A-Slash to have shields for it and counter just about everything else in between, mostly the Steels and the Ghost types. So very strong team, definitely worth a shot. And guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.